Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Omnifactory. In the last episode, we were working on a bunch of quests. We're getting through a lot of these quests and just making some new stuff. We were getting mostly focused on like getting new materials, dark steel, electrical steel, pulsating iron, nickel, copper nickel, all that kind of fun stuff, and just kind of working through quests. And well, today we are gonna have to kind of stop. This is not a good setup. We don't have that much power. We did make the augments last time that increased fuel efficiency, and that worked just fine. But oh boy, we need a lot more power. And yeah, we're going to need a lot more for making one of the next things, which is the electric blast furnace. The very first one, and this thing is going to be expensive. Very expensive, actually. So, yeah, I've got a little bit of stuff together. We can make a few more of these copper nickel coil blocks, but we need like 11 more of those plus whatever else we need for this quest. Yeah, we need 11 more copper nickel coil blocks plus a bunch of input and output and heat-proof machine casings, which those are a little bit easier because we get more for each like set. It does require a good bit of Invar frames. Oops, there we go. Which are a little expensive, but not that bad. We get 4 for each recipe. It's going to take a lot of Invar. It's going to take a lot of nickel in general. And I don't have that much nickel. We only have, I think I put it all back. We only have about half a stack of ingots. And I don't think we have any more. We have a little bit more ore, but not much. So yeah, we're struggling a little bit. We could buy more nickel. That is very much the case. It's 10 cents for half a stack of nickel ore. That's not too bad. We could do that, but kind of the other concern is looking at this, we need more space. The electric blast furnace, which is what we're kind of working towards, is a 3x3x4. It's a 4 tall building, or structure, I should say. And that's not something that's gonna fit in here, at least not nicely, and we need to, you know, wire things up and all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, what I'm getting to is we need to expand our base. And so what I've been doing, I talked about this last episode, but I tore down, there was 2 buildings here. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was 2 buildings. I don't have any pictures or anything. I'm not gonna edit anything in or anything like that, but just trust me. This one was like 2 or 3 stories tall. This one was like a little bit shorter. They weren't too big, but yeah, they're gone now. If you want to see, I have a bunch of the blocks still. The one on the left was a lot shorter. I think it was a terracotta building as well, but all this gray terracotta came from that one. Plus it had some quartz and mushrooms and all sorts of stuff on it. But what we're gonna do, and we're going to start working on this today, and probably do a little bit more of it. I'll probably do a little bit more of it off camera. But this whole area, we're going to have a nice big factory style building. For right now, it's just mostly going to be set up so that we can get power to what we need and all that kind of fun stuff. But eventually, we'll have automation and all that kind of stuff. And there's a couple things I want to do. And I wrote a sign. So machine building here, with a basement. This building goes down like 2 more stories. I don't know if I'm gonna use the same like kind of layout. I'll probably not, but it goes down decently deep. And I'm going to extend that all the way to there. This entire like hill will be part of that basement. And then something else, by the way, we can always expand this way. There is a ton of room back here. Not saying that we'll need to, but like we could have other machines and stuff like this. We could just have a really big building. The only thing is I do want to keep a space between whatever we build and the wall, because I do plan on keeping the fence up. So that's just a minor little thing. But yeah, so we'll have plenty of space, but we're going to have a tunnel from here, because this is still going to be like our storage and bedroom and all that kind of stuff. Anything else that we need. We'll have a tunnel that goes across underneath. And then I also want to do a skywalk, probably just from here, because this will be at least a 2-story, or at least like a pseudo 2-story. We'll kind of see. But you can kind of see where I've planned out a little bit of the stuff. So yeah, what I've been doing is just breaking everything. It's been pretty easy, pretty straightforward. But yeah, we're gonna start moving everything-ish down here, over here, so that we can start working on getting things to be a little bit nicer. Also, we're going to put stone brick there. And yeah, I will clean up everything, but you kind of get the gist of what we're going to be doing. Now, today, what we're going to do is a little bit of kind of planning, but then also we're going to work towards a couple of other things. Things that are going to hopefully help with the power problems. We could make more dynamos. That is definitely something we could do. But at the same time, I don't want to. If I don't have to, I don't really want to make more dynamos right now anyways. They should be easier to make later. But let's get rid of some of the stuff that I do not want in my inventory. And something else we can do, by the way, is we can make a chisel. I think a diamond chisel will probably be the best. We have some diamonds. Let's get some sticks. And we can see if there's any other type of like stone bricks we want to use. But I don't know. I kind of do like the normal stone bricks, but we could always make them small bricks or whatever else we want. We can do different things for the floors. Like, do I like the small bricks better? A little too busy. We want this to be fairly simple, so we're just going to stick with stone bricks. Nice, plain, but efficient. Plus, I have a ton of them. Or do we? What else do we have? Anything else? We could do the weathered bricks. I don't want the cracked bricks. Wide bricks? Wide bricks might be better. Yeah, you know what, let's go with the wide bricks. I think I like that for the walls. And then we'll do something else for the like floors. There's also arrayed bricks. I don't want to do tiles. Let's see how these look. Nah, too busy. Let's go with the wide bricks. So I'm going to chisel all this stuff to wide bricks, except for like one stack. Where are wide bricks? And the whole purpose of this is just to give it a little bit of variation from all of the other bricks around. Because I don't want to use terracotta, and I don't think we can chisel. If I look at uses, haha, I can. But it'd be better just to. We can only chisel the normal terracotta, not the colored bricks. And to get these, we'd have to chlorine them in a chemical bath, and that it doesn't sound like a fun thing to do. So we're not going to do that. Anyways, let's get a little bit of dirt, and then we're also going to need some sort of flooring. Let's just dig down. It goes fairly deep. That's okay. There's also some lignite underneath here, which is cool. But yeah, I'm going to fill in this dirt line. And I'll deal with all this stuff later. But let's get another building block. We could use cobblestone for this one. And there is a bunch of different cobblestone things. I've always been a fan of the dented ones, the indented or embossed. These are usually really nice. That one's a little darker than I like. So this is going to be for flooring. We could also just go for big tiles. This one I like. Okay, so we'll use the indented one. So let's go grab some cobblestone. We have a good bit of cobblestone. We can always get more. That's not too hard to come by. We have 26 stacks though, so let's get like a couple stacks. I'm not going to chisel them all, but with this we can start building our factory. And we're gonna start just right over here, and just to kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like. There are things underneath the ground here. Oh well. They're not bothering me right now, so I'm not gonna worry about it. But good to know. So we'll just have something like this. And again, this will be the floor. I'm going to do most of this off camera, but I just kind of want to show you guys what it's going to relatively look like. Well, we might even add in some big windows at some point. But, yeah, this will actually look fairly nice. And we can do fancy things on the side. But I like it's going to be very gray. That's just a thing. And it's going to be a fairly short building, so I'm not too worried about that. But you kind of get the idea. So that's what we're going to have to do over here. And I'm going to have to finish clearing out this area and start building it up. Getting the basement and all that kind of fun stuff. It's going to be a lot of work, but should not be too bad. So I'm going to put a chest down, I think. And put all those blocks in there. And then I can kind of work on that between episodes. But what we're going to do, first off, is we're going to kind of continue with the quests. And something else that would not be a bad idea to do is maybe start looking into... I don't know that making the compacting drawers is really going to be easy. Compacting drawers require electric pistons, which are kind of annoying to make. But we might make some of these other things that's going to let us get to other machines. But the first thing we're going to work on is the Hardened Upgrade Kit. So this is going to require some electrical steel, some Invar gears. So we're going to need a lot of Invar. Let's see, that's half a stack of Invar plus 4 plates. Plus, we're going to need electrical steel, so we'll get that going. And part of that is going to be... let's just get this. Getting a bunch of... I need 2 wrought iron. Luckily, that is one of the easier things nowadays to get. We're also going to need to get some more of the, what is it called? We're going to need more nickel, so we're going to need Invar. And then we're making electrical steel. That's what this stuff is for. The 4 clay can go with the rest of them in the blocks. Okay, so we need Invar, and I don't know that I have any more Invar. So to make this stuff, it's 2 iron, 1 nickel for 3. And we're going to need half a stack. So we're going to need 11 recipes worth. and then like 22 iron. And I think that is exactly what we need. So we should be able to come up here. I've let this charge a little bit, but you guys can see what I'm talking about with. It doesn't really like working all that well right now. So alloy smelter. Let's go ahead and make the invar. And this is going to drain really, really quick. And that's kind of what is the problem. This is outputting 40 RF. And it doesn't actually matter, so we're going to keep the augments in. But once we make the harden, it's going to output more energy. I think it also uses fuel faster, but that's okay. Now the question is, do we have enough power that we can electrolyze at the same time? Probably not. That's probably going to drain too much. And then we're going to need this because we need to turn these into gears. We'll have one extra invar. That's okay. Yeah, this is already out of power because this is sucking all of it up. That is something we're going to have to kind of fix sooner rather than later. But we'll get there. It'll be fine. But yeah, once this is done, I guess these alloy smeltings, they are requiring 2,000 EU versus the electrolyzing with this is, oh wow, 12,000 EU. So this is really expensive. It's not this, it's the problem, it's this. Let's go sleep, just so mobs don't start spawning on us. And yeah, we need to get a stack. We need to get 9 electrical steel. That's what the clay dust and all this is for. So we'll go ahead and let that go. And maybe I should let the dynamo run for a little bit after a bit. But we're going to need, let's try at least one more, because we're going to need 8, so we need 2 more. The rest of the clay can kind of hang out. We'll put that down here. I don't really know where to put it right now, so we're just going to put that stuff in there. Okay. So that is probably going to drain this of power. It is. Let's just get this done. We need the silicon dust. I don't know if any of the other stuff is really interesting right now. We have 1, but we need 8 more silicon dust for all of our electrical steel. And we do have a little bit of steel. We could just alloy smelt that, but meh. It's going to be easier just to go ahead and not worry about that quite yet. So that's done. That is done. So we'll put those in there. The lithium, sodium, and aluminum dust all are really nice to have. They'll come in handy later, and that's kind of the neat thing. This is why I love GregTech, is you process things to get something, and you get a bunch of other byproducts that you'll use for something else later. Almost always guaranteed. This might need to set for a little bit. Let's get a lot more coal in there. But yeah, so we do need to get more power generation. If we wanted to get generators of a different type, there is the basic diesel generators. Looks like we could make those, but I don't know if we can get diesel. If I can, I don't even know how to spell diesel. Oh, diesel. I don't even know if we can get diesel. We need a mixer with light fuel, heavy fuel, biodiesel, and something else. Tetranitromethane. or biodiesel is a chemical reactor. And most of these, I mean, I think we can make some of these, but they also seem awful. And I don't know if there's any other like fuel generators from GregTech. I don't know what the power options are. Alright, so this has got a little bit more power. Let's go ahead and make the electrical steel. And then I'll come back up and get the gears. So is there anything else we can kind of work towards? It wouldn't be too bad. Sulfur is electrolyte. Oh, right. We were looking. I still don't understand how to get that. So I'm not going to worry about it. We could make the pumps and get the fluid solidifiers. The hang gliders are sticks and leather and iron rods. Leather is a little bit of an annoyance to get right now. But we have two. If we want the hang glider, there is an advanced version as well, which requires elytras. I don't know what the difference is, to be honest. We're going to need, let's see, 6, 12. We're going to need 10 more leather. There is a bunch of horses around, and as much as I kind of don't want to, I also kind of do. What is that? We're going to go look at something real quick. Whoa. That took a long time to fall. Let's go over here and take a look at something. I don't know that I've really explored this mountaintop all that much. But am I just seeing another, like... Okay, there's just some things. It's a very dark and scary place. Okay. I do love all these buildings. It makes things so much more interesting. This one is like flooded. What is up with that? That's weird. But there's obviously spawners like everywhere. It's super dangerous to go into half of these buildings. That's why we're kind of sticking in the same area. Ooh, an enchanting table. That's almost... That should not be like that. There's an anvil that should not be just kind of sitting there. Can I parkour? Yeah, I can. Cool. Anyways, let's go back home. But before we do, we're not going to kill the donkeys. But there is a bunch of horses over here, so we could probably thin their numbers a little bit without too much regret, I guess. Maybe we'll get some leather. Oh my gosh. So we have 4 leather. We need 12. And the leather will get teleported into our inventory because of the sword's like ability. And I hate that I'm killing horses, but there's so many of them. I like that one. Oh, man. I don't know that I'll ever actually use horses. So there is the big thing of, is it really a loss? Because I have no use for them. There's so many of them, too. Alright, just 2 more leather. There we go. We're not going to kill any more. We are going to stop. I do like horses, but like I just don't have any use for them, and they provide leather. It's fine. Let's go back to the base. Our electrical steel should be done by now, hopefully. And so then we should be able to go ahead and get the Invar gears. There's going to be 4 of those. And then we'll need to make some iron rods. That's not too big of a problem. But we'll get the Invar gears, and then we'll be able to make what we need. So let's just do that. We're going to need a couple of sticks. And the iron rods we can make with a file. We'll just do that. So it's going to take, what, 6? 6 iron. I'm going to need a little bit more in the terms of sticks, but let's go ahead and make the hang glider. So there's the wings. Iron rods. There's the scaffolding, and oh no, I made 2 right wings. I'm gonna have to go kill more. Oh no. Oh, I didn't think it mattered. I didn't pay enough attention. Ooh, we need more power. Alright, more coal. Extrude more. I guess we have to go kill a few more horses. Oh man, I do feel bad about this. We could just set up a cow farm. Eventually I do want to set up a cow farm. We'll probably tear down that building and put cows there, just because that makes kind of the most sense. It's relatively close to our normal farm, so we can get wheat. We can even start storing plants and stuff there. And there we go. Okay. Now we're going to make the left wing, hang glider wing, I guess, and not mess this up. So I don't get angry comments. Hopefully not. Anyways, let's get the left wing. And then there is the hang glider. So that is a quest. We'll get some pennies for that. And that's kind of the last thing. Now, I'll test that out. I'll show that off in a little bit. We'll sleep here in a moment. Is this not done yet? It's almost there. Let's see. There we go. So there is the Invar gears. We have enough things to make a block of electrical steel. There's that. And there is the Hardened Upgrade Kit, which is also a quest. That one's over here. So that is going to basically upgrade our power generation just a little bit. But it should be enough to kind of help with getting a lot more power. So I believe all we have to do, right click it, and it's producing 60 RF per tick. So that's already a lot more, and we might be able to make use of the machines a little bit easier. Now the other thing I can obviously do is just go ahead and make more dynamos. Dynamos, there is a bunch of other ones. We could use magmatic dynamos. That we can probably do. But magmatics require lava to work, or blazing pyrotheum, basically hot things. Reactant dynamos, we're almost to the point we can make it. We can't make energetic alloys until we get the blast furnace. But reactant dynamos are actually pretty good. They use some sort of liquid and some sort of catalyst to make a lot of power. In comparison, like the steam dynamos, we're only producing 24,000 RF with just normal coal. There is also the numismatic. I don't even know what this one is like, but it works off of money, or emeralds even. So, and to get the coins, we get this press, which we are a decently long way away from doing anything with. So there are other dynamos, obviously, but and that one we cannot make. It requires vibrant, and that also requires the blast furnace. So yeah, there is other things. The efficiency of the fuel remains the same, but the power comes faster. So, but it consumes the same amount of fuel. So we can also increase efficiency more, and all that kind of fun stuff. So at some point, there is reinforced upgrade kit. So that requires electrum and aluminum. We can't do that yet until we get the blast furnace. Centrifuge, cluster mill. So yeah, there is a lot of things that we're going to be unlocking eventually, but a lot of the stuff we can't really do yet. Still don't know how to get sphalerite dust without like centrifuging or pulverizing with a macerator. We need a centrifuge. Crushed. We need a macerator and a centrifuge, I think, to get that stuff. Anyways, let's see if there's anything else we can kind of do real quick. We could probably make conveyors. That's just rubber, electric motors, and tin cable. Okay. So let's get some. Do I have it in here? No. Where would I have that? We have some Infinity Bimetal gears, by the way. Let's see. We have a tin cable. So let's take a look at the conveyor belt. Let's see if we can't make these. These actually work, sorta. No, that's a robot arm. But I don't know that we're going to ever use that kind of stuff because we have access to things like Ender IO conduits, and those are a lot better. So we need 2 electric motors. So we're going to need iron rod, magnetic iron rod. We're going to need 1 more fine copper wire, which to get that is the wire mill with a copper wire. So let's get that. So basically run this through here twice. And that will give us what we need. This already has a ton more energy. So I feel a lot better about energy. Just upgrading it to hardened. It should last us for the LV stuff. So we can get... There's the 2 motors. We're going to need 2 iron rod. We're going to need like 3 iron each and some redstone. How do we get the magnetic? All right. So I have it in there. Let's take that one out, because it doesn't make sense. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then like that, 1, 2. Alright, so that should be 2 electric motors, not too bad. And then the conveyor, we're going to need another tin cable. Now, is this used for much? Packager, unpackager, chemical bath, vector plates, which would be nice to have at some point, and the assembly machine. So yeah, we're gonna have it in here. So we just need the rubber plates. And so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll save that, but there is the conveyor belt. So awesome, we'll get 5 more cents. And nothing else from that for now. But we'll put that in machines, I guess. And I think I think that's going to be a good enough spot to stop for today. So what I'm going to do is, between episodes, I'm going to go get a lot more ores. I'm going to go mine for, probably get some more iron and that kind of stuff, just basic supplies, but also get as much nickel as I can come across. And then anything else that we need, I'll just go ahead and buy. I'm going to clean up this area and at least get this beginning building constructed a little bit, so that we can start moving our machines down here and start having, you know, start making our blast furnace and all that kind of stuff, kind of deciding where everything's going to be. So that's the plan. Next time, we're hopefully going to make the blast furnace, and yeah, that should be great. We'll make the blast furnace and kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!